Thank you all for hopping on. My name is Robin, certified nutrition specialist. And I realize I don't often introduce myself. I just jump right in. So I'm going to just give you just a little bit of my background. I live in California, but I travel back and forth between California and the East Coast. I have a company called Necessary Nutrition, and I have been a nutritionist for 13 years, working with clients and companies in different capacities. With clients, we do nutritional counseling, and we use food and nutrition to rectify certain issues, prevent certain issues. I work with companies working with their employees. We create meal plans. We do a whole lot of stuff. And I've been doing this for 13 years. Tonight, we're going to talk about nutrition and travel. So I want you all to be able to take some ideas away for if you're traveling, if you know somebody traveling, if you plan to travel, bus, train, plane, automobile, if you're backpacking, walking somewhere, I don't know. But I just want to give you all some nutrition tips, and we'll go from there. At the end, if there are any questions, or if you have questions that come up, then you can put them into the chat. So let's get started with this. What we will cover is, I'm going to give you a quick nutrition lesson, just a little bit of nutrition information. I'll share with you some nutrition mistakes travelers make, traveler snack and meal ideas, so things that you can put in your bag and your luggage, and some must-have nutrition tools that I recommend for all travelers. All right, so when it comes to nutrition, by definition, nutrition really is, it's nourishment. And that is the process of providing or obtaining the food necessary for health and growth. When you eat something, usually you're not thinking about your cells extracting vitamins and minerals and where it has to go and what it has to do. You're not thinking that. However, in order for your body to grow, to repair itself, to thrive, to fight off illnesses and diseases, you have to have certain amounts of nutrients in your cells. It has to be. And so when there is an off balance of what your body needs and what it's getting and what it's able to process, then that leaves room for illness and diseases and things that we do not want. So for example, when you eat hot Cheetos, love hot Cheetos, yummy to the tummy, no nutrition in there. Yummy to the tummy, really, but no nutrition in there. So your body doesn't have anything to extract. You eat an apple, there's phytochemicals and nutrients and all of those things that the body needs. So when we're eating, though you don't think about it, I do, that you want to have this balance of making sure that the majority of your food gives you nutrients. So there's this juggle between nutrients and things that we like, but we got to get the nutrients in our body. All right, so that's the quick nutrition lesson. And I want to say this as well. There is a balance of what's on your plate between carbohydrates, which are not the enemy, by the way, fats, which are not the enemy, by the way, proteins, and the vegetables, fruits and vegetables. But there's a balance, and there is a specific balance of how these items should reside on your plate, which I'm not going to talk about today, but I just wanted to open your mind to that. So let's talk about traveling and some of the biggest mistakes travelers make. How this topic came about is one of my clients called me and said, I'm traveling, the world is opening up now, we're traveling again. What do you recommend that I take with me? And now, because we're traveling with the elephant in the room, we won't mention any names of what we're dealing with as we're trying to travel. We want to travel mindfully, we want to travel healthfully, and we want to have fun and eat well and all of those things. So let's just talk about some of the biggest mistakes travelers make and what you can do about it. All right, so you prepare for travel, you have your bathing suit, your toothbrush, and all that good stuff in your luggage, but you may not think about your food and your nutrition. Because a lot of times when you're on vacation, all diets be damned. You're thinking about all of the fun foods you're going to eat, but I want to give you some tips and tools to prepare, because I think even if you're on vacation, even if you're traveling, I think you still want to maintain some semblance of health, or especially when you get back, or when you're there, you want to feel good and you're vibrant, right? Another mistake that travelers make is missing out on the protein, because it's really easy, though carbohydrates in all forms are not the enemy, your energy source, but we leave out a lot of the protein. And as I mentioned, it's a balance. They work together in the body. So the body needs this balance of protein with the carbohydrates, because if you have more carbohydrates than your body needs and can process, then that'll turn into sugar and start to store as fat in the body. Protein serves as a buffer for that, so that it stops it from happening. Also, when you're traveling, you may not be minding your bowels or your gut, which is key to your health and your immune system. When you're traveling, you don't have to acknowledge this, out loud. But is it true that when you travel, your bowels might not act like they do when you're at home in your own environment, right? You're here and there, and maybe you're at a restroom or a location you're not comfortable, so your bowels don't go like you want them to. But the truth is, because you're eating still, you're on vacation, you're still eating. Whenever you're eating, whatever you're eating, the rest that's not absorbed as nutrition is waste. And if your bowels are not behaving or not flowing or not going like you would want them to do, and when you're at home, by the way, not just vacationing, you want to have a bowel movement 3 times a day if that's how many times you eat. So as many times as you eat, that's as many bowel movements as you want to have, because you're getting this waste out of your body. So being on vacation and not being on your regular pot space where you can't just relax, your body's not ridding itself of the toxins. And so who's eating the toxins, or what's eating your toxins, are your cells. And little by little, year after year, day after day, decade after decade, that builds up, and that's where some issues can come in. I don't want that for you. I want you to have regular bowel movements, elimination, and get all the fun diet or fun travel foods out, even while you're traveling. And then lastly, failing to consume lots of fruits and vegetables. Because when you're out traveling, depending on where you are, if you're in another country, maybe you shouldn't eat the fruits and vegetables that are on the streets or available to eat. So just be mindful of this. So I'm going to give you some tips and tools and things I recommend. All right. So you have your luggage, you're about to, again, get on your plane, train, automobile, or however you're going, wherever you're going. And I'm going to give you some ideas. Now, I don't know all of your dietary preferences. You might be vegan, vegetarian, flexitarian. I don't know. But here's a general list of ideas that you can use. I love boiled eggs. So I will boil eggs with me and take a couple of packets of salt and pepper and tuck them in my little travel bag with me. Protein source. So that's a good thing. You may take sliced turkey or chicken with you. Protein. Sometimes sandwiches, I will take, it depends. You take a sandwich with you, hummus and veggies. So if you're vegan or vegetarian and you don't want any animal protein, hummus, then made from chickpeas, you take that along with you with some vegetables. I love taking salads with me. Of course, fruits. Whenever I take a banana, it always goes bad. So I use apples or cut fruit, sometimes dried fruit, but it has a lot more sugar in there. Think about a trail mix. However, with the trail mix, be mindful of the amount that you consume, because we can eat all of that. But there might be I would say half of a cup of trail mix just as a snack. Protein energy bites. I have a specific recipe for that. So if anybody at the end wants that recipe, then we'll get it for you. But those are great. They keep well. They're full of protein and flax seeds and all the good stuff. Because remember, I'm trying to get your bowels to move. So those protein energy bites are good. And I laugh because I think, okay, Robin, I keep talking about your bowels. And you're like, okay, if I'm on a plane, I don't want my bowels to move thin, right? You want to, and that might be a little bit awkward, but still, you want to make sure that your digestive system is having friendly foods in there. And those protein energy bites, flaxseed, really good for the gut health. So we put those in there. Popcorn, you can pop some popcorn and have that with your boiled eggs or your sliced turkey. If you do cottage cheese and you have a little carry on with a little ice pack, turkey jerky or beef jerky with you. There is a specific protein bar and protein powder that I take with me, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that toward the end and why I recommend this particular one. But protein bars, not all created equal. So whatever protein bar, if you don't take the one I recommend, you want it to be fiber rich and low glycemic, meaning it doesn't raise your blood sugar. Also, the protein powder, as I said, I'll talk about that a little bit more at the end. And tuna in pouches, protein again. And I said again, the protein powder. So these are some ideas that a mix of protein, fat, some carbohydrates, vegetables, everything. You can make some good meals out of these easy to travel with snacks. As a sidebar, that I learned this because I did this before. So I always take an empty water bottle with me to fill it up when I get through TSA, assuming you're flying on a plane. And then that's what I use to put my protein powder in, and I shake it up. But Adrienne had mentioned that she takes frozen water bottles. So Adrienne, can you pop on and just, because I didn't know you could take a frozen water bottle.
As long as the water bottle has not been opened, you just freeze it and then take it on, and you can carry it on as a solid. And just let the people know when you're going through the camera that you have a water bottle, or just take it out and put it in the tray. But I've been doing this probably at least 4 years, and they've never said you can't take it. It's just considered a solid. And then it keeps your food cold.
Okay.
And I was just thinking, Robin, they could also take an empty water bottle if you want to fill it up, whatever you want to do. But it's nice having the frozen bottle for later, especially after you land. If it takes time to get to a hotel or something, it'll thaw out.
It's a good deal. So a frozen one, y'all, and a empty one. So that works. And that frozen one, can keep your other items cool. That's a good deal. Thank you for that. All right, where are we next? All right, some of the supplements that I recommend for you and why I recommend these. So vitamin D3, and let me just say this, what I recommend when you travel is what I recommend when you don't travel, as far as these supplements are concerned. So vitamin D3, not D2, vitamin D3 absorbs better, and it is truly better for you. Vitamin D3 helps with bones, mood, everything, y'all. The immune system. It is very, very important, and a lot of people don't know that about 46% of the population is low on vitamin D3. But if you are melanated, so if you're a Black person, 80% of Black folk are generally deficient in vitamin D. And if you are Hispanic, 70%. And that's an issue to keep it mild. And y'all can research this, but look up the vitamin D. Well, I can just say this. Get that vitamin D in your body, because when illnesses come along, some of the ones that are floating around that I will not name, the big elephant in the room, a lot of those folks that end up being hospitalized, studies are showing that their vitamin D3 is low. So y'all can look that up on your own. But research is showing that vitamin D3 is very, very powerful. So put that in your suitcase or your luggage or what have you when you go. Probiotics and digestive enzymes. Sidebar, I'm going to do a class on probiotics, not today, but soon, because people are wondering, well, what's a probiotic and where does it come from food-wise, and should I supplement, and what kind of stuff, all of that's a lot to know. So I'm going to do a class on that. So just know that. But without going into it, I recommend probiotics and digestive enzymes. Oh, and I can just say this, one of the something I use for digestion is actually an essential oil. But with the probiotics, that is keeping good bacteria in your gut. And there's always this battle within your gut of good bacteria and bad bacteria. And whoever is in there more in abundance, be it the good or the bad bacteria, that's who's running your digestive system. And there's this relationship between the gut and the brain. So if you have more bad bacteria in your gut, that bad bacteria is signaling your brain, to get more bad bacteria. So sometimes when you're eating something and you say, oh, I can't just eat just one, or I have this sweet tooth, or I can't it's that bad bacteria making a statement saying go, because it's trying to get more of its army in your gut. So the good bacteria, it too is wanting to have more of them in your gut. But we're oftentimes feeding the bad guys, not as much as we're feeding the good guys. So when you're putting probiotics in your body, you're feeding the good guys. And again, whoever is in more of leading in your gut, that's who's going to speak. So the bad guy, I'm gonna say this again, the bad guys are in there saying peach cobbler, fried chicken. It's telling you what to do. The good guys are saying, no, fruits and vegetables, y'all, green beans, y'all, healthy fats, y'all. That's who's leading. The gut and the brain, they have a relationship. So put those probiotics in your gut so that you can continue to populate them on a regular basis. And a sidebar, there's certain ones that you would take if you have diarrhea versus if you have antibiotics, taking that. But I promise to do a class on that in the near future. But take probiotics and digestive enzymes. And then I'm going to talk about fruits and vegetables that I recommend that you take along with you, specifically in a capsule, and why I recommend those. Okay, so vitamin D3, probiotics and digestive enzymes, and these fruits and vegetables that I'm going to tell you all about are my recommendations to pack into your luggage along with the foods that you prepared. All right, so most people don't realize there is a direct correlation between the amount of fruits and vegetables we eat and the illness and disease. How is that? I mentioned before that within fruits and vegetables, there are micronutrients and phytochemicals and things that the cells need for food. It's cell food, and it's in the fruits and vegetables. And when we don't have that, it's the armor, it's the buffer, it's the armor for your cells. So when you don't have enough, that's when illnesses and diseases creep in. There's always toxins and things trying to bombard your body every day, no matter what. If you eat healthy, if you don't, you're always breathing in something. When your cells have that armor, you're breathing things in, and your cells are like, back up, boop, 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 right? It's like your cells know how to get out, hit it. And so when we don't have enough, if we don't have enough of the armor, the cells are like, oh, and then just get taken over. That's what happens. So that's why I'm passionate about fruits and vegetables. Over the 13 years of working with clients, the more fruits and vegetables I get into my clients, the better they are, hands down, no joke. Now today, we need 7 to 13 servings. Now remember, it used to be 5 a day, and it's going up and up and up because, and I like to say this, you might be listening and say, oh, well, I eat enough fruits and vegetables. Okay, you might think that. But when you go to the store, pick it off of the shelf, it's pretty, it lasts in your refrigerator for a long time. Do an experiment. Go get a tomato out of the store and put it in your refrigerator and look how many weeks it may last. Grow a tomato, put it in your refrigerator and see how long. It does not last weeks because the produce on the shelf is not vine ripened. So it's picked before it's vine ripened. And why is that important? When it's vine ripened, that's when the nutrients are in it so that it can get in you. But if it's picked before it's ripened, what are you getting? Cut an onion, y'all, and experiment with this. I've been cutting onions, no crying, no onion residue making you cry, because onions used to make you cry. not these onions lately, no cry, because there's something not in the produce that we need. So if it's not in there and you're eating it, but your body's still not getting what you need, that's why we need more and more and more. And which is why I'm going to talk with you about these fruits and vegetables in a capsule, and why I am more than passionate about sharing it, because I know that it works. And I'm going to tell you why it works. So wouldn't it be nice if you were traveling to have an easy, effective, convenient way to consume more than 30 raw vine ripened fruits and vegetables every day? What do you think would happen to your body if you did that every day, consistently? Wouldn't it be nice to travel and maintain a healthful routine? I know you're going to eat everything. You're going to eat, as people say, I'm going to eat whatever. That's my clients say, I'm just going to eat whatever. That's fine. But as you're eating whatever, continue to take these fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And then wouldn't it be nice that while you are traveling and living your best life, that you know from a cellular level that you're continuing to build your body, help your gut, and build your immune system? Wouldn't that be nice? I say it would, but you're traveling, so we'll see. So let's talk about this. I mentioned these fruits and vegetables in a capsule, and I'm going to tell you why I recommend them and what they do in the body, not because I made it up, but because it's known through research and science. So these whole food nutrition in a capsule or chewable, think about this. You take all this fruits and vegetables, raspberry, black currant, orange, dates, peach, broccoli, all of this. And there's something to be said about food synergy, the colors. The different colors, the different nutrients do different things in your body. And when you're eating fruits and vegetables, you only eat the ones that you like over and over again. Maybe you're not eating Concord grape and artichoke and elderberry and cranberry every day. So with this, you take all these fruits and vegetables, special farmers, non-GMO, no pesticides or anything, right? No junk. Big grinder, and they take the water out and it's turned into a powder. This happens when it's vine ripened. So every piece of produce is picked when all of the nutrients are in there. And then you, in the grinder, it's the pits, the peel, the seed, because like in an orange, the nutrition is in the peel, to which you do not eat. So if it's in the peel, so much of it, but you don't eat it, then you're not getting it. So when you're taking these fruits and vegetables in the capsule consistently, you are giving your cells something very powerful at a cellular level. And let me say this to you, as a nutritionist, there are a billion, gazillion powders and supplements and things to take. And why I recommend these to my clients is for 2 or 3 reasons. One, it's not a supplement. It has a nutrition facts label, and that's important because anytime you're taking a vitamin or anything and you look on the back of it, it'll say new supplement facts. This says nutrition facts, same as you would see on broccoli in the store. So that's one reason, because it's food. And the body knows exactly what to do with food. When we're taking a supplement, it's isolated nutrients, chemicalized. The body, it's not natural per se. So that's one of the reasons why I recommend it to my clients, and I'm recommending it to you. And then it's the research. It's the research. So I can say to you, traveler, when you put these fruits and vegetables in your body, we know what's going to happen to your body at a cellular level. We know that. That's really, really powerful. It's not a multivitamin, as I mentioned to you. It is food, whole food nutrition. And there's nothing like it with the amount of research, more than 41 published research than this. That's why it's powerful. And I am more than confident and happy with recommending it. And as I've been recommending it to my clients for the past 5 years, I have seen some phenomenal, significant improvements to their body, to their gut bacteria, to their desire for certain foods. It's magical, but it's just fruits and vegetables. It's just a lot of it in a way that our body doesn't get. So we know that when you take these fruits and vegetables in a capsule, that your immune function will stabilize. So the T cells and the B cells, all that stuff that people are saying, oh, we want to boost our immune system. We know through science that your T cells and your B cells are going to normalize within 80 days. I just had a client call me yesterday. It's been 2 months and their red blood cell count has gone up in 2 months. And that's really, really significant. I get excited about it, super passionate. The anti-inflammatory response throughout your body. So inflammation wreaks havoc on the body. There's inflammation that you see. Like I have clients that are saying, oh, I have edema, my foot is swollen. I see, water retention, I see inflammation. And then there's inflammation that you don't see. You don't see what you don't see it. So if you don't see it, you don't know that it's working against you. So when you're taking these fruits and vegetables in a capsule, it's an anti-inflammatory to the body, which is what some people take pharmaceuticals for. Vast benefits for adults and kids. A new study shows a decrease in belly fat and insulin resistance. Whoa, insulin resistance. That's an issue for a lot of people. And the reason why, if a person is having blood sugar issues or on the type 2, is because they have more carbohydrates in their body than their body can bear. When I'm working with my clients, no joke, they call and let me know that their A1C is better, that their blood sugar is better. That makes me excited. And that every time I get these calls, I'm like, yo, y'all need to hear about this. You need to know about it. Whoever's listening, your family needs to know about it. Every person that I love, I have them taking these fruits and vegetables. Every person that I love. So within 7 days, all the antioxidants in your blood plasma will go down by 75%. All the antioxidants in your blood plasma will go up. And then the free radicals in your body go down, right, by 75%. So I call it your nutritional travel insurance. Don't leave home without it. When you're traveling, you want to feel good. When you're at home, you want to feel good. You want to feel good before you travel. All of that. I can't stress enough how useful taking these fruits and vegetables in a capsule or chewable, because some people take them as a chewable, how effective it is. And what I tell people is take them consistently for 4 months. Take your blood work before, take your blood work 4 months after, but take them consistently. When sometimes people, they say, well, I don't know. And I say, well, what if? What if you take them for 4 months and something phenomenal happens? Great. What if I'm lying and I'm just making up some stories and you took them for 4 months? Okay, then don't take them anymore. You don't have anything to lose and everything to gain by doing that. And then I love this, that your children, grandchildren, children that you know get the nutritional travel insurance for free. The kids, grandkids, all of that as a chewable. And then I don't like the way that my PowerPoint has made the slide look, but let's not pay attention to that, right? So I mentioned to you that I recommend a very specific protein powder, and I'll tell you why. So it is the same company that creates the fruits and vegetables in the capsule, and they have a protein powder. And here's very specifically why I recommend it. It is vegan, but that's not why I recommend it. The why I recommend it and why it's very powerful, it's a meal replacement, but that's not even why I recommend it. What it has in there that a lot of protein powders do not have, in addition to the fact that it has more fruits and vegetables in there, but it has prebiotics. And why prebiotics, not probiotics, prebiotic, and prebiotics feed the probiotics. So it's food for the good bacteria. So prebiotics is food for the probiotics, which is fiber. And when you're taking a protein shake or a protein powder, usually it has protein and it may have some carbohydrates, but it is not fiber rich. And when it's fiber rich, it's doing a lot for the body. So this is because it's called complete, it's giving you the protein, the carbs, and the fiber, which is specifically the prebiotics to feed the probiotics. So it works wonders for your gut. My theme now is just about helping people at a gut level, because I know more than I knew ever before, that what happens in the gut leads what's happening in the rest of your body, because that's what's absorbing. That's what's talking to your brain. So the more that we give our gut what it needs, the more that the rest of your body will give you what you want and what you need. So with the complete, it's an easy plant-based meal with prebiotic fiber, tasty, nutritious, all of those good things. Like there's a lot of protein out there that's tasty, but this has the nutritional profile that is good. And when you're traveling, it's in a pouch. Put it in your water, shake it up, drink it. It's easy to take with you on the go. This has saved me so many times when I'm in a hotel and they have this continental breakfast, it's donuts and pastries. I know I need some protein with me. I have this, I have it as a snack. It is my go-to, and it helps me not feel guilty because I know that I gave my body what it needed. And if I have a blender, if I'm somewhere with a blender, when I'm at home, I put my fruits and vegetables in a capsule in a smoothie, and I don't even open it up, and I just drink it all, and I'm happy. So I want to impress upon you, what time is it? I'm over my time. So I want to encourage you to contact the person that invited you here and figure out how you can get your hands on the protein so you can have it when you travel, and how you can get the fruits and vegetables in a capsule in your hand and get that free supply. I'm running over my time just a tad, but I have one of my favorite travelers here with me, Adrienne. And so Adrienne is actually, she travels a lot too. Adrienne, you really travel a lot. Can you tell us how long you've been taking the fruits and vegetables in a capsule? A long time, and just share with us your experience, how you travel with them, and just the results that even when you're not traveling with the fruits and vegetables in the capsule.
Yes, I'm not traveling as much now because of the situation, but I've been taking them for over 25 years, and it's just my go-to. I know that it is my insurance for traveling, and I always take it in my carry-on, because just in case I should have my suitcase get lost. But it's really important for me that I stay healthy and regular when I travel. And it also, like, I use the complete all the time, the protein powder, because that way I don't have to eat their breakfast if they have it that's not very healthy, usually at the hotels. And also it saves us money when we're traveling, just to know that we can have a quick meal and then go out for, we don't have to go out for a meal all the time. We can have it as a alternative meal, breakfast, lunch. It just helps me overall. I don't get headaches. I have a lot more energy when I travel. It's just takes the worry out of trying to get to good food.
Did you say about your jet lag? Did you say that?
Oh yeah, and I don't get jet lag, and I have not. I think since I started taking, I don't think I ever get jet lag. I just change my clock so I know what time it is where I'm at, and go. I just don't even experience that anymore. It's real interesting.
And then I want to ask you this, because I know all about your story. You said you've been taking them 25 years. Did you say that? Okay. And then your husband, I know that he had some cholesterol challenges initially. And so tell us a little bit about that before we open it up.
He had high cholesterol, and the doctor wanted him to take medicine. And when he started taking this, he's an engineer, and he's very, I don't know, statistical, whatever. So he decided he would try to do this with his diet. He started with the capsules, and in 4 months, his levels went down 55 points. So he's never taken any cholesterol medicine. And he also stopped getting migraine headaches. He used to have debilitating migraine headaches, which was huge. And it changed my cravings. I mean, that was a big thing. I just don't snack like I used to. And I don't worry about it when I'm traveling. I'm just not eating all the junk, and which makes me tired and not feeling good.
Absolutely. I want to say this before I actually stop this, but we don't make any health claims by saying, because it really is fruits and vegetables. So the nutrition knows what to do for you. Like my mother, she had cancer, and it really, really helped her in some amazing ways. But it's just so much produce, raw, vine ripened, that your body just knows how to respond to it. And so I say we make no health claims, but we know some very powerful uh, ways that this has helped people that we know, that we love, and especially a lot of my clients. So with that being said, I want to open it up to see if there's anyone that had any questions for me or